guys, Ash here, coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you here, chilling with me, talking a little bit of Raid. And guess what, guys? I made one simple substitution, one simple sub on my Hydra clan boss team, and I was able to gain 70 million damage. 70 million extra damage. This was the last week. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try to beat that score on Hydra Nightmare, the final boss, the final mode, as tough as it gets. Wait till I show you guys the team. I took my high score up from 170 million to 240 million damage. And again, today we'll try to beat that. And it was just, you know, you ever do this on a Hydra team, guys? You ever try to like value over replacement it? You know there's like 4 or 5 good champions that you want to be on a squad together, and then you just kind of go in there. At least for me, I like to go to like 10, 20 million and just see how many turns it takes me to get there using different champions and just trial and erroring it. That's kind of my strategy. So I did this with this one champion, and everything freaking changed for me, and it's no wonder why in hindsight. First off, guys, as we pull her up here, I have a video. If any of you are into this sort of thing, man, I got so into it last night. So I was in a mood, and I really got so into is time travel possible? This one particular video, longtime viewers might know that I've been obsessed with space-time for a long time. I think that like it's really weird to say in a Raid Shadow Legends video apropos of absolutely nothing, but I think it holds the key to so many mysteries of life, universe, everything, right? So I saw this video last night. It's about 45 minutes. So if you're into that kind of thing, which is probably 5% of you guys, check it out. I will link it for you guys in the description after you watch this video. Man, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, it's none other than Maulie Tankard, guys. Now, I was reluctant to add Maulie Tankard to my team, to my Hydra clan boss team, primarily because
you don't love me anymore, huh?
Initially, my first thought was, okay, yeah, like she's got a 2-turn provoke potentially, 50% chance of getting 2-turn provoke on a 3-turn cooldown, which is great. But other than that, man, I always kind of assumed that I was going to be losing so much damage from this champion, value over replacement wise, that it's not going to be enough, right? Just bringing provoke is not going to be enough to really increase my overall damage in Hydra clan boss. I know she's a legendary champion. I know the majority of you guys won't have her, but I think that this point actually is overarching to all provokers. I put out a video about a week ago or so called the 12 most essential or 13 most essential champions for Hydra clan boss. Half of those were my favorite provokers. And I have to tell you guys, I said in that video that you want to have at least one. Honestly, I'm starting to think you want to have 2 provokers.
There seems to be some kind of misunderstanding.
We have none of those things
on your team, unless you can definitely ensure that you always have that provoke up, because it really just adds so much extra damage because of the lack of the cleanse, you know? So provoke is great. A 2-turn provoke, even better. Now, even with a 2-turn provoke, I'm still running Contra the Cyclone on my main team, which I'll show you in just a moment here. But she has, well, let's just read her kit. On the A1 attacks one enemy, damage increased by 50%. The target's under a burn. Defense-based champion, really fast, 107 base speed, and a lot of defense, 1465, right? So nice and tanky as well. I mean, her name is Maulie Tankard after all, Ash. Bar Brawl, you gotta love the name, right? Her and Yoshi the Drunkard getting into it, you know, after hours. Places a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke to 2 turns. Instead, place a reflect damage on this champion for 2 turns. So we're getting a little bit of damage from the reflect, which is nice. Not a ton, but a little bit. Shears. This is great too. It's a 4-turn cooldown revive. It's never been one of my favorite revives out there in the game, but it does bring block damage, which helps you like heal them up in the interim. And 50% turn meter, 50% HP is really, really solid. I always overlooked her revival, honestly, because I always ran her with Arbiter. Like for me, Maulie's only been one thing on my account forever since the day I pulled her. She's been an arena provoker, and she's great at that. She's great at arena provoking. I mean, a 2-turn provoke, absolutely, sign me up. But I haven't used her in a while. I haven't used her maybe in about 6 months in the arena. Why? Simple, stone skin, right? I mean, at least where I am in the arena, I run to stone skin so freaking much that I know I won't be able to land those provokes, so I don't even bother anymore with Maulie team. But that's where I was using her. So I'm actually using kind of the old build of Maulie Tankard, but the good news is she's a super easy champion to build. And now that we have the revival, it's great because she can be the only reviver on my team now. You know, I don't have to try to stick in an Arbiter or something onto my Hydra team. Now, not that Arbiter's a bad champion, or a Mighty Uko, or a Pytheon. They're all great champions. I actually added her over Pytheon for that massive damage increase. So at this point in the video, I've rambled long enough. You might be thinking, done. Okay, so where's the freaking damage, dude? Well, it's Rowdy Crowd, man. Rowdy Crowd is absolutely broken. And Plarium, if you're watching this, it doesn't need a nerf at all, though. It doesn't need a nerf. She's totally cool.
You sure about that? You sure?
On a 1-turn cooldown when booked, fills the turn meter of all allies by 25% when this champion is hit by a boss. Yeah, that's insane. Every turn, you want to have her fast. That way she can land more provokes and get this, you know, down, because it happens once per, you know, in between her turns, right? We're getting a 25% turn meter increase on everybody, dude. Think about it this way, right? Think about it like a champion like an Arbiter, who we mentioned, right? A champion like Nekmothar, let's go even crazy in terms of speed champions, right? They're coming to the table. One of their biggest values, one of the reasons they're so freaking good in Hydra is because they just turn meter increases all over the place, right? There's a 4-turn turn meter increase by 30%. Granted, extra turns, so it's essentially on a 3-turn cooldown, which is great. I mean, 30% turn meter is insane. It's really, really strong. It's happening 25% every time she's hit. That's by AoE attacks, that's by single target attacks, that's by the provoke. It just makes everybody else on your team get so much more damage. It's boosting all their turn meters all the time, and it's ridiculous, and I love it. So I have, this is a dirty, disgusting pay-to-win Maulie Tankard, okay? I'm guilty as charged. But the good news is she's not that complicated of a champion to build, especially for Hydra, really, or for the arena, right? Either for Hydra or the arena, I like running her in triple perception, right? And triple perception is fast and as much accuracy as humanly possible. That's all I really care about. So for Hydra, obviously the accuracy threshold is going to be a lot lower. So really, you can usually get by, even on Nightmare difficulty, I can get by around 350 accuracy and be totally fine. For the arena, you'd want to jack that up more. So because of that, we do have her at 701 accuracy. That's what I was using her in the arena. So we don't need to have it that high, but hey, I was happy with the build anyway, so we kept it the same. 286 speed, second priority is speed. And really, that's it. You know, like a lot of speed, a lot of accuracy. Survivability is going to come pretty naturally if you put a defense percentage on her chest or accessories. So really quickly, just to show you how we have her built out. Accuracy on the chest. We have speed on the boots. We have defense percentage on the gauntlets. And then we have accuracy on the banner, obviously. Again, if she's not dying. She's so tanky, right? But if she was, I guess I could throw on a defense percentage on the chest or a HP percentage instead, right? So it's a nice, easy build. Again, we have defense, and accuracy on the accessories there. You can build her for some crit rate, get a little bit more damage out of that A1, but I also have no War Master on her. So all of her damage is basically coming off of the reflect damage and a little bit from the A1. That's about it. And she doesn't deal like anything crazy at all, but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? She is going to be a big donut, not really, but you know, not a ton of damage in terms of your overall team. But just trust me on this one, because I waited so long, dude. I waited so long to use Maulie Tankard and Hydra. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier.
Oh, maybe that's because...
You should be the one with her name all over you.
No.
I'm not going to rebuild her now, but I'm going to rebuild her in the future. I'm just going to go offense tree. I'm going to go deadly precision. I'm going to go keen strike. And I'm going to go right down the left-hand side, end with War Master instead. A little bit extra damage because we don't need the accuracy. However, I will go... Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of any other way we would go. I guess you could go Fearsome Presence to get a 55% chance on that second provoke. I wonder if that applies like that. That's honestly something I'm never afraid here on the channel to say when I don't know something. My intuition would be that it does. That it gives you a 5% extra chance to land it for 2 turns instead of 1, but I've actually not confirmed that with anybody. But anyway, I guess that could be an option, or you could just go with the accuracy if you need it. Heck, you could go with Timely Intervention, right? She's a reviver after all. Increases champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero drops below 25%. Why not? I might rebuild her with Timely Intervention, or I might experiment with War Master. So masteries, you know, they're always important. They always do. They always help even on champions who don't need them. But I would say they're not imperative to success with Maulie Tankard, right? I have Intimidating Presence as an aura. This is the aura that I used, you know, I always say aura, dude, as an awakening, as a blessing, Ash, an aura. Come on, bro. I have this Intimidating Presence strengthen my team's aura. Okay, that's where I get the aura. So, you know, you could go, I guess. It's weird. Like, I thought to myself, should I get off of Intimidating Presence and just go with Brimstone and see how much damage I can add through Smite on her A1? And, you know, maybe I could try that out. I think, you know, I think I will. I think I will, I guess. Anyway, that's it. That's the build, guys. It's pretty simple. It's speed and accuracy. Depending on where you are in the game, just use some of your better perception gear and you're going to be good to go. Another thing that you could do on this champion, I will say, is run her super fast in Relentless gear. You know, that's going to help you just get those provokes up even more often. And probably in Relentless, I could probably get by without having to run Contra the Cyclone on my team. I could probably get by even adding a little bit more speed that way already. But I love Contra so much because she brings block buffs, not to mention every other debuff known to man, right? So here's the team, guys. Here's the squad. Of course I have Acrisia. I apologize. I said this in on my Champ Guide channel, but whenever I used to watch any YouTube video about Hydra Clan Boss and they go to show the team and Acrisia is on the team, I used to just turn the video off and thumbs down. And I'm just I didn't thumbs down. I've never thumbs down a YouTube video, I don't think, in my recollection. However, I'm like, of course you did a lot of damage. You have freaking Acrisia, of course. Like, so I want you guys to put those reservations aside for a minute. I want to be very clear here that Acrisia is going to do an insane amount of damage. But the idea behind this video, and I asked you guys this in a previous video, and a lot of you guys gave me feedback, like, nah, share the team, man, share the team. The idea is what Maulie did to the damage, because again, I tried everybody, Duchess, Pythion in this spot. I tried a bunch of other, I tried DPS, I tried Mashald, a +4 Ascended Mashald in this spot, right? I tried a lot of different champions, Mithrala, you know, Mighty Ugo, you know, Ugo or Uko, Ash? Mighty Ugo, Mighty,
Bless you.
That's basically the squad. So we got turn meter on turn meter on turn meter with Nekmo, Thara, and Maulie. And I do want to give a shout out. They don't have the names of who used these teams, but I saw, like, this is last week, so I don't see as many this week, but I still see 2 teams on here. I was just looking at the teams of the week, and I saw last week that like 5 teams, it was more than 2. It was like around 5 teams were using Maulie Tankard. Well, we have 1 in Relentless and we have 1 in Perception and Speed. So again, those are the sets that I would advise you guys to consider as well. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try her out. And I did, and boy, am I happy. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I want to start by pointing out a little bit of RNG in the beginning, right? This is the only time I'll take it off auto. I should mention this is going to be full auto battle. In the very beginning, we're going to place the Provoke here. Good old Head of Decay. 2 turns. If I only had 1 turn on that, because it's a 50-50, right? So I'll free regroup it, right? Start it again. Watch, I'm just going to keep getting 2 turns. I know it. But either way, I'm not going to keep doing it over and over again, especially because it's load time. Hello. But check it out. 2 turns. Okay, so if I only got 1 turn, I would just keep resetting it like I did until I got 2 turns, because why not start out with a 2-turn provoke to start things on the right, you know, page. There we go. So this is the squad, man. This is it, right? We have Tawana Rock there as a cleanser, just to kind of go through the team really quickly here. And you can see Maulie Tankard. You can see all those boost the turn meters whenever she gets hit on everybody else. It's wild. So she's going to take a turn. Now just watch these attacks come in. Just keep your eye on Maulie over here. And then we'll break down the team a little bit. Michinaki, also incredible champion, man. He's one of my favorites as well. Gets hit, boost turn meter. Everybody gets the automatic 25% turn meter boost. I mean, how impressive is that? How impressive is that? You know, our Reviver, an incredible turn meter boost all over the place, the entire battle, a 2-turn Provoker, all in 1 champion. That's really incredible. She got hit again, turn meter boost on everybody. She's gonna take another turn, she's gonna get hit again, turn meter boost on everybody again. It's another one. It's absolutely insane. It's allowing everybody else on the team to just do so much more, you know? It's crazy. It really is crazy. And I should have done this so long ago. So anyway, the team really quickly here, we have Tawana Rock as our cleanser, right? She's also bringing increased defense and increased speed to the table. We have Michinaki as our debuffer, decreased defense and a ton of damage. We have Nekmothar as our increased speed champion, along with Tuanarok, but a lot of turn meter boost. He's bringing Leech, he's bringing decreased speed as well. One of my favorite Hydra clan boss champions out there. And then we have Contra the Cyclone. I absolutely love her. She's going to help kind of a dynamic duo with all those debuffs, a little bit of damage on her own as well. I have her built as a nuker, you know, so just to kind of go through, I have Relentless on Acresia. I have Relentless on Michinaki. I have Relentless on Tuanarok. I have Relentless on Nekmothar, and I have Reflex on Contra the Cyclone. So I should probably stick with the theme and go Relentless on Maulie too. So again, this is the most challenging. This is the final difficulty of Hydra Clan Boss, and I absolutely love the team, guys. I'm gonna come back at you in like 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour. Who knows? And we'll see how much damage we can get here, guys. I only have time to do this run one time today. I have to pick up my son. So we're not going to leave the boy waiting, poor little Charlie. Look at all that turn meter, man. I love it. I love it. I'll be back in about an hour, guys. Peace out. All right, guys, here we are. Only, 54 minutes later. No big deal, right? Oh my God, so close. 227 million damage. And I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what. Oh man, I really want to keep this result. I really want to keep it, but I also really want to beat my previous high score. So I'm going to end this one, but I don't think I am going to keep it. I think I'm going to redo the fight. 227 million damage on Nightmare difficulty. I am 20 million off of my own personal record. Nekmothar, you can see, put out 14 million, 2 million in heals. Maulie put out 4 million in damage, 62 million from Michinaki, 122 million from Acresia. No surprise there, 15 million almost from Contra, and then 7.7 from Tuanarok. And you can see, man, all that healing too on Acresia as well. It's insane stats, an insane team. And really, again, it does not come out at the stat sheet, the box score, if you will, right? Maulie Tankard's value, that is. It's really, I mean, I told you, what, 2 times, 3 times in this video already, guys? But man, before I had her in this team, it was 160, 170 million team. And now that I've put her in, I mean, it's been the biggest difference maker. All of that turn meter fill, not to mention the 2-turn provokes, and really the provoke lockdown with her and Contra on the same squad. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll give her a try. If you do have Maulie Tankard on your account, put her in one of your Hydra Clan Boss teams. It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna free regroup, I think. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you. I'm gonna do it. Free regroup. Oh! All right, let's do it all over again, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.